Hi guys, it's Leda. I just got back from California. I'm in Portland now, but I wanted to talk about something that happened while in California. I went to a tattoo shop on Friday the 13th because tattoo shops normally have a, Friday the 13th tattoo thing where you can get like a 2x2 inch tattoo for $13. So, I mean, of course I'm gonna go. I ended up getting a crystal. Anyway, I went with my friend Taylor and Kat. Friends, we were out there standing for about 3 hours, 3.5. There are a lot of people who want to get $13 tattoos. So we were like on this queue for anyway, so we finally left around almost midnight. We were all happy that we got our tattoos and stuff, but we were all really hungry. So we drive to the only place that's open for sure at this time of day, which would be Denny's. If you don't know what Denny's is, or if you have never actually experienced Denny's in the middle of the night, if you can just think of a diner that is working as like a giant magnet for drunk people, because everyone tends to go to Denny's after they go to the bar and stuff because they're like hungry and it's the only place that's open. So anyway, we go to Denny's. It's probably about 12:30 by the time we get there. So we sit down, we order our food and stuff. Everything's fine. So when our food comes, my friend ordered pancakes. That's just like a thing that Denny's has, is pancakes, except they brought the syrup, like the waitress brought the syrup in a really weird bottle. I've never seen syrup in a bottle like this. It was like a really tall, square, like four-sided cylinder. It was like a square bottle, you know? Then it had a silver, like, thin neck at the top. So it looked like this, it looked like a vinegar bottle. So I was like, eating my veggie skillet, whatever, and then I looked over at my friend and she was pouring this on her pancakes and I thought it was vinegar. I literally was like, oh my god, why is she pouring vinegar on her pancakes? Because that is just disgusting. And that's like, she was just doing it so casually. Like there was nothing weird about putting vinegar on pancakes, and then I realized about like 5 seconds after staring at her that it was syrup in a weird bottle. And so that whole thing happened where like you start laughing really hard and you can't explain to people why you're laughing because you're laughing too hard and you just can't speak. I like throw my fork and slam my head down on the table because it's just so funny to me that I thought that she was putting vinegar on her pancakes. My friends are like, what's wrong with you? What happened? What happened? None of us even said anything. I'm over there laughing so hard that I can't move. And it's not even making sound anymore. People are starting to stare. And then the worst part happens. I laughed so hard that my eyes started watering. So like laughing so hard that I cried. When my eyes started watering, my like brain was kind of like, here, how about you have all these emotions? And so like I started like actually crying. Like it went from laughing so hard that my eyes water, I just started like and like it was so bad because I genuinely was like about to break down into tears and start bawling, and my friends were like giggling and asking me what was wrong. And so I had to like stop myself from laughing further because I would have just ended up crying, like full on crying. Because it's like, I don't know why, but apparently like if I express any one emotion way too strongly, apparently all of my emotions just come out. Like apparently this wall that I've built inside myself to keep myself from like emotionally breaking down, apparently if I let any emotion past that wall, all of them come out. And so I was sitting there crying at Denny's for literally no reason, like no reason whatsoever. And I couldn't explain to them what was wrong. I was like literally in the corner just like burying my face in my hands over vinegar, which wasn't even vinegar, it was syrup. So there was nothing like wrong with it or anything. There was really no point for me to laugh in the first place, but I did anyway. And now I'm sitting here in a booth at Denny's at like 1 in the morning, crying. Like, apparently my psyche just loves to mess with me. I feel like I have just like so much pent up that my brain was just, here you go, here's all that misery right now. Haha, you're vulnerable. And I just cried. So that's my story about me crying at Denny's. It was really embarrassing, and then like I had to explain to my friends that I was laughing and crying simply because of vinegar, syrup, pancakes. Yeah, so that's the kind of shit that you see in Denny's. By the way, I was completely sober. 100%, I promise you. If I wasn't sober, I would have told you. It was pretty much just like my mental fragility that was just to hit me all at once. So yeah, that's the story of how I cried at Denny's. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because it was a pretty ridiculous experience, and it was the first time that I ended up being the weird person at Denny's. If you've ever cried at Denny's, let me know, because I don't want to feel alone anymore. Aha, okay, I love you guys, and I will see you again soon, okay? Remember to smell and have a beautiful day. Bye. Ow, my finger snapped.